classes and training. I think that should be goals for everyone. How are you going to get better? What do you want to learn, no matter what it is in acting world, performance world? It's a huge reason I'm in conservatory right now. That's a huge reason you're in the Saturday workshop with Todoroff Saturday weekly workshop. And I think as an actor, like, yeah, you can think roles and you can think money and those types of career oriented goals, but also always be thinking, what can you be learning? What can you be training and getting better at? So for me, that always recently has always involved fitness and or movement, boxing classes, kickboxing classes. I love our voice and speech classes because there's a little bit of yoga. Sometimes you're doing the cat cow or roll downs and things, but also all the breath work too. So you're actually like connecting to your body, meditation, stage combat, fight combat, all of that stuff. A language, learn a new language, set those goals, and you can change it. Like I know a lot of people that have 30-day goals where almost think of it as like a 30-day challenge. Like this month is going to be my 30-day Spanish challenge, or this is going to be my, I know that you do a lot of you do push-up challenges or you do free throw challenges where it's like, okay, every day for 30 days, I'm going to shoot 100 free throws, or every day for 30 days, I'm going to do 20 push-ups. And then every day I'm going to do one more till I'm up to 50 or whatever it is. Just keep learning shit.
Yeah,
man, if you don't, I feel bad for people who aren't learning. It's like, you want to be good at something, be good at learning. You never want to be the guy who's like, oh, I don't learn good. Oh no, I don't know nothing, and I don't learn good. What about you? What's your class goal?
I would like to take an improv either course, or I'm considering applying for the Second City Conservatory.
Nice.
I've been doing improv scenes with Adam Daniel Mazet for the last little while, and they've been a lot of fun, and they've been a good exercise into just flexing that muscle. And like, the more you're on a free-flowing plane where you can just have ideas going, and it'll help with, as we discussed a couple of weeks ago, the 250 ways of rehearsing a scene. Just keep continuously fleshing out those ideas. Just keep manifesting all these different ways that you can say the script that you're working on, or the side, or the audition, or the scene, or the monologue, or whatever it is. And the more you can do that, the better variety you're going to have, and the more on the ball you're going to be, right? Especially in auditions. I mean, there's been a couple of auditions where they've just said, okay, we just want to see this 3 times. That's it. 3 different ways. All right, go. And if you don't have that planned, you're not going to be ready for it.
Right. But you're also talking about taking an improv class, which is unplanned as well. So it's both of like having things planned, but also being able to just create in the moment.
Well, it's having a sense of who you are. I like to use the term muscle memory, because I like muscle memory when it comes to physical things, because I think that when something is done continuously, it becomes muscle memory. So like, if you're doing something over and over and over again, like Lars in pitching, or whatever sport you're playing, if you're continuously doing something, it will become muscle memory eventually. And like, I think improv is a huge part of what you can do in your auditions or in your rehearsals that can help enforce the performance that you do end up planning in the end.
Yes. Which also relates to mistakes and happy accidents, because then when you can improvise, there's not ever going to be a fear of like, oh, what if a line is dropped, or what if I knock over the vase, or what if the lights go out, or what if a man has a heart attack in the middle of the show and the show has to stop and a paramedic has to come into the place and take a man who just had a heart attack during a show out, and you're still like, oh, you got to improvise, baby. That's life.
Yep.
That's life, baby. That's my favorite. Those are like my favorite things. That's like we were saying, monetizing mistakes and just taking advantage of happy accidents and being able to improvise. What else? Any other class goals for you?
I am taking voiceover classes with On the Mic Studios, which is a Toronto-based and Vancouver-based company with the Kim Herden casting agency. And so I'm about to start my second level in February. of the voiceover classes, and there's 3 levels. So, and I'm going to be doing the 3rd level some point in the future, whenever that is.
You hear that? 3 levels, baby. He's doing all 3. And that's another good lesson with classes. I think it's with a lot of things, it's I mean, there's a certain amount of like do a little bit of everything, but it's also good to go very deep dive with things. If you're going to go to some like obsess about it for a little while where you're like, you don't need to maybe do it all for like for your entire life. You could do that. Scientists do that where they're like, I spent 50 years learning about one kind of bacteria. Imagine that. Or like I learned for 50 years, I've just studied a beetle. People do that. That's a deep dive. But I think it's go as far as you can with the training that you can. And then you get the top level expertise from the people that I'm assuming that you take tier 1 and you're like, I like that. You know what I mean? Always do it and then be like, what if I went a little deeper? And usually that ends up meaning that you invest a little more time and a little more money and a little more energy and or get into the community a little further. But then you like take it to the limit. Take it to the limit. Take it to the limit. We should also shout out once again the audition hero. I could be your hero, baby. And they say that a hero can save you. I'm not gonna blah, 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 blah.